Hey guys, I am back on to this project. Well, this is the last that you saw it, and come to think of it, I don't even know if I got on video the first part that I did with this. This was just a piece. It actually had florals in it. As you can see, there's like some old foam in there. It was like yellow florals. I took all that out. I just went and I had this green, like an antique green chalk paint mixed up, and I just went and kind of did a wash over this. You can see it's got some design in there. And after I painted it on, I just lightly took a wet paper towel and just lightly wiped it back off. So it left like a green residue on there. And this piece has sat in my room for weeks because after I did that step, I was just stuck. I didn't know what I wanted to do to this piece. So I just moved on to other projects and didn't really go back to it until today. I decided to do a mold. So I've got my mold on there. I have some videos posted on my Facebook page and my YouTube channel of me doing molds. If I can, I'll link those videos in the description. But I will try to get another video up of me doing a mold. So they're pretty simple. So far I've gotten mine off of Amazon, and this is the one that I used. As you can see, the sitting deer was right here. And you always, when you start with your molds, you want to brush some cornstarch just so your clay will not stick to your mold. And I also get my clay off of Amazon as well. This is the clay that I've been using. I'll try to link all this stuff in the description down below, but this is just regular. It's almost like playing with Play-Doh. And you just stick your clay into your mold. Sorry, can't get it together today. You just stick your clay into your mold and you just press and press because you want all that design and everything pressed into your clay. And then you just kind of have to press and pull away the excess clay. And then I just always pick mine up and kind of bend it where it'll just start lifting out, and I'll just carefully lift it out because you don't want it to break, or but you can always stick it back in and press some more if you do have a boo-boo or anything. And I've had plenty of boo-boos with the molds and the clay before, but you can fix them really easily. So then the way I have done, I was looking for my other piece where I've done a mold on. I thought it was right here, but I'll just show you with this. This clay is actually still not dry. This clay or hardened. It will harden the longer it sits out and the air gets to it and everything. It will harden and it'll just be like a hard decor piece. But mine is still soft, so I'm not going to touch it a lot because I don't want my fingerprints in there, and I don't want all that detail. You can see like his fur. You can see all that detail. So if I handle it a lot, it's going to take that detail off. But I did, and I do, with my molds, I will put a little dab of hot glue behind it before I stick it onto my surface. And that hot glue will just kind of help it'll hold it in place while it dries. And then if you paint over your piece or you wax over your piece, after that, it will hold and seal that clay even more. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this dry for a bit longer, and then I'm going to go over and do an antique wax. I've got my Waverly. Antique wax. I'm just going to brush on over this deer. And in the meantime, I have cut a piece of burlap. It's just a little burlap square. And I'm going to I want to do like a pampas arrangement. So I've already kind of started putting some pieces on some floral picks. And I've just got an assortment here. Here's some other pieces that I have. I've just kind of got an assortment over here. I'm just going to begin sticking into the foam. And I just put that burlap square there just to cover that foam that's in there. And once the arrangement's in, you know, you'll just have the cute little burlap sticking up around the edges, and then the pompous pieces into place. So I am going to get started on doing that while my mold hardens a little longer. Then we'll go with our antique wax and go over that deer mold. And I think this piece is going to be so cute when we get it all done. Okay, I've kind of got this arranged and stuck down. These eucalyptus pieces, I'm going to kind of eye them as I finish working on this project, and as soon as I get them exactly how I want them, I will just kind of lift them up and put a little shot of hot glue to make sure they are secure and held into place. But as far as the pompous, it's good because it's stuck down into that foam that's inside of here. So it's good and secure. So I think I love that. And now I think we're ready to add our antique wax to our mold. I'm just going to use, this is just a little small, it's actually a stencil brush I picked up from Walmart. And I'm just going to use that. Hang on, let me check. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to dab down into our wax and just kind of blot off the excess. And I'm going to just softly wipe over. And I'd rather start out with a little bit and just see how that's doing, because with molds it's kind of hard to dab off, you know, a bunch. On other pieces it's like you can put it on and then kind of wipe off what you don't want, but it's a little bit different when you put it on molds like this. I'm going to also brush the antique wax on this vase as well.